Alright, so I want to finish this event before it ends. We're at the end of it. The first half took me like maybe 2 hours, and then I went through the third video, which was shorter, was just me going through the little mini events. So, just get him to shut up for a minute. Every time I go to talk, the characters want to talk over me. Basically this thing. So we have the holiday events, which were these, the mini games. So I had went through them. I know I don't got a check mark on this one. The reason why is because my score wasn't high enough. I couldn't get a high enough score. I managed to go back and get silver on some of these, but it's actually really hard for me to build up the points it wanted. I only ever play to collect the primo gems anyway. I really don't care for the other rewards much. So that's the only one that's not considered fully maxed out. But I got all these other ones done. So there's that, I suppose. So we're gonna go ahead and finish this event for her. So where we left off, I believe we were trying to get rid of her. I was like, told Neela, I was like, get rid of her, and the rest of us decided to move away from the city because we kept running into Nahida. I think it is kind of funny though how they're trying to hide from their god when she's literally everywhere. Like, I feel like Nahida is one of the toughest gods to probably hide from due to the fact that she's like plant related due to the dendro. And there's freaking trees everywhere. Like, think of anything that's a plant, like the grass, flowers, trees, even the R&R themselves. She can like read and see through them. And because this place is always surrounded by all this vegetation everywhere, I don't think it's like it's hard to hide from her, I would think. Rain. Yeah, I think it would be hard to hide from her because she's everywhere. It's kind of like with Zhongli. I feel like if you go near rocks in Liyue, he would probably be able to hear you. Though I know that's not true. That's just what it feels like. So I believe, looks like Candace and Sino and Tainari. I believe Sethos becomes a part of this at some point. I'm not sure how. I was looking through Pinterest stuff and I kind of seen a spoiler and it kind of annoyed me a little bit. Where somebody showed the final picture. You take a final picture at the end of this event with Nahida and all the other characters, and I seen Sethos in the image. But I haven't ran into him yet in this event, so I'm like, well, that just kind of spoiled that for me. But not really, because just because I see him in the picture doesn't mean I know how he gets here, you know? Like, how does he become a part of the story? I'm thinking it's probably because Sino asked for his help out in the desert. That's just an assumption. Like how that lantern disappeared or reappeared for a second.
Maybe she overslept.
Dude, it's raining. I think, are they asking about me? I don't know. That has never happened before. Yeah, so if you did see the other videos, all of the characters are not voiced. The only one who is Sino. But that's okay. Did anyone see her on the way here? Watch him say, oh, we thought you got trapped in the desert by psychos. Miss Nilo isn't here yet.
Oh, maybe she's just running late.
That's not like her. She's come early every other time we've met. Besides, Sino went to the Grand Bazaar to meet up with her before the meeting.
But I was told she had left first thing this morning.
And now Sino's here, but Nilo's still nowhere to be found.
She was probably captured. That's exactly why we're worried. Any progress with the robbery case?
We interrogated the people in charge of the caravan on the day of the incident, but they were technically the victims of the case, and all their goods were lost, so there was no evidence to investigate. Their goods are certainly suspicious, but until we recover them, all we can do is to observe the caravan under the guise of protection. We contacted the original seller of the gem. Apparently, he sold the other half to a young man in the desert, but that's all he could tell us.
I was right. I think Sethos is the one who has the other half. Because they kept talking about like somebody hiding in the desert and how he was a young man and dressed eccentrically. And I was like, yeah, it's probably Sethos. So, to summarize, the location of the hazardous materials and the second gem are a complete mystery. And now Nilo is missing as well. Could Sethos really capture Nilo? Like, think about this, like, she's Hydro and he's Electro. I know, like, lightning is damaging the water, but she's pretty strong on her own. And besides, I don't think Sethos would do that.
Wait, you think Nilu's disappearance is connected to all this?
Well, yeah, how does a young girl just go missing in the desert by herself? We're still not sure if the three events are connected, but if they are, it would probably have something to do with Nilo's dance of Sabzeruz. The dance is a key part of the festival. If someone was trying to sabotage celebrations, Nilo would be a natural target. Uh-oh.
Traveler, Candace, there's no time to waste. Let's try to follow her trail. Tainari, can you stay back and explain the situation to everyone when they arrive?
Of course. It's still possible Nilo was simply held up by something urgent. I'll wait here. I like how Sino's like, let's go save her now.
Let's start with the Grand Bazaar. We should ask around for clues.
Okay. You should go. I'll wait here. Yeah, I'm... Die! I like how it just started raining. Like, it got all, like, gloomy. They're like, Nilo's missing, and then all of a sudden this rain started. Yeah, I guess I can appear over here. Yeah, Sino is another character I kept trying to get, and I could never get him. Like, I knew about him, like, a whole year before he ever released. Because I saw an image of him leaked, and I was like, what is that?
My pants are still dripping.
Stop complaining. And I see him, and I've always liked Egyptian stuff, so he looked like an Anubis to me, so when I seen him, I was immediately drawn to him. Who did... Don't you climb that damn lantern, I would have lost my damn mind. It gets frustrating at times when you happen to get too close to a wall like this and your character automatically starts mounting it like this. Like, look at him, look at him, look at him. What is he doing? It's like a damn baby left under control. I don't know. Why would Sethos kidnap her, though? Maybe to protect her? But I'm not... We don't even know if he did it. It's just an assumption.
Oh, hello. Did you need something?
Yeah, all NPCs are voiced, and the only two main characters that are voiced, it seems like it's Sino and Paimon. Everybody else isn't.
We're looking for Nilu. Do you know where she is?
Nilu. She left bright and early this morning. Said she had to help out a friend.
Was she by herself? And did you happen to see which gate she used to leave the city?
Well, she definitely left alone. As for the direction, I think she left through the gate to the north.
So, the complete opposite direction of Paradis Di.
The way he said that, isn't it Paradis Di?
Did something happen? This is no time for practical jokes, you know.
Mr. Zubair, could you send word to Paradis Di if Nilu comes back to the Grand Bazaar?
Of course. I'm sure she just got caught up in something. Still, let me know if you find her.
We will. All right. Let's leave through the north gate and see what we can find.
Yeah, because I know it's serious. Like, the moment Sino shows up, you know something serious is happening. It's the General Mahamatra. Like, he only ever shows up when shit's going wrong. You know, he doesn't just show up just because. Like, normally if he's there, it's for a good reason. I wouldn't say, like, I don't want to say bad, but most of the time it's bad. Like, usually he's trying to catch a criminal or something of that nature. So usually when you see him, that's usually what's happening.
You really are one trick.
Skip.
Miss Nahida, have you seen Nilu this morning?
Nilu? Oh yes, I saw her head out of the city. She was wearing the prettiest outfit.
Which way did she go?
That way, I believe.
Was there anyone following her? Did everything look okay?
I mean, it looked like she was in a good mood. She even stopped to say hello. And no, I didn't see anyone else.
All right. Thank you.
Why was his breathing so loud? It was like he got really loud to the mic for that exhale. What was that? What the... Lady, just... I want to investigate your crate. Yeah. My radishes. Yeah, this area is where we first met Nahida for the first time. We met her here at this, like, little clinic right here. During the first Sabzeruz festival. The first one was a trip. Like, when you first get to Samir for the very first time. When you get trapped and everything. Sudden breathing.
Excuse me. Have any of you seen Miss Nilu from Zubair Theater come this way?
Yes, General. I saw Miss Nilu cross the bridge after leaving the city this morning. There was a man waiting for her on the other side.
Wait, could that be the person who bought the second gem?
Did you see the man's face?
Unfortunately, no. He was too far away.
Understood. If she comes back this way, tell her to find me at Pardis DI.
Yes, General.
Let's keep going.
The way he says it, everybody else says it fast, like Pardis DI, and he says it like slower. Like he puts like emphasis on the D, like Pardis DI, like I've never heard him say it like that before. It's weird. I think what it is too is they did change the way a lot of the characters say words in the game. Like they had them redo their lines. A lot of people probably won't notice it unless you're playing like all the time, but there are some lines where characters have changed the way they say things. Like they used to say it a certain way and now they don't. Damn it, he got caught by the tree. I knew that was gonna happen. I think it's set though. They're setting it up like young man in the desert. Who's the only other one besides Sino who's in the desert? It's him. But what would he want with her? I could be wrong. Oh, we'll see.
The trailhead's here. There's no one else we can ask for clues.
Yeah, except for that R&R floating in the background. Do you see it? Like behind us a little ways? What the hell is that? There are interesting sets of footprints on the ground. We could try tracking some of them.
With this many traces, it's easy to get mixed up. Let me take a closer look.
I'm curious, do the other characters have elemental sight? See, there's R&R in the background, and there's one there. Wait, that figure, it's... Excuse me for a minute, you two.
Sure. We'll continue analyzing the footprints over here.
Tell us right away if you find anything. Yeah, because they can't see the R&R. Is it this way? Hey. Why are you so freaking loud, Paimon? It's the nice golden Nara! Arasaka, I must hide.
Why would you need to hide? We're friends, aren't we?
Friends? Arasaka's friends with the golden Nara? But Arpas and Arasaka can't talk to too many people right now.
Oh, why?
He thinks Arasaka will let everything slip by accident. Arasaka shouldn't say anymore.
Let things slip, huh? Okay, we just have one question. Did you see a girl walk by?
A Nara like a beautiful flower, a Nara with red hair. Yeah, I feel like a beautiful flower is vague, but saying she had red hair, because her hair is orange, like a bright orange, which is red. Maybe he would recognize it, because that would stand out, right? If you say somebody had bright red hair, versus like they look like a flower. She is like a flower, but I want to be more vague. I want to be vague. Red hair. A red Nara who's pretty like a Parisara. Yes, Arasaka saw that Nara.
Really?
Nara means
Which way
human.
did she go?
If you haven't played this game, Nara means human. So, really, which way did she go? She went towards a messy pile of rocks with another Nara, but Arasaka doesn't know them.
A messy pile of rocks?
Probably the ruins near the fane of Arshvada.
Oh, that makes sense. Thank you, Arasaka.
Arasaka's happy to help Golden Nara. Kind Golden Nara has helped Arasaka in the past.
Arasaka, about the other thing you mentioned.
Arasaka doesn't know anything. Arasaka won't say anything else.
Well, guess that ends this conversation. Well, let's tell Sino and Candace what we learned.
Yeah, because if I remember correctly, the Aranara can only be seen by special people. So, yeah. Sino?
The fane of Ashwata?
The footprints lead in that direction as well.
Where did you get this information?
I can't tell him. No.
We were tipped off by some friends. We can vouch for the information.
All right. I trust you.
Let's go after them. Hopefully.
Another vision?
Yes, but this time I only heard faint voices. What did they say? It sounded like two people having a conversation. There was somebody asking, will she find out, and something about following the tracks.
Was Nilu one of the voices?
I couldn't tell. The voices were too muffled.
Let's head towards the ruins for now. The vision could mean we're on the right track.
Not really, though, because in the last part, they said that Candace was getting visions of something that happened in the past. Like, she's seeing stuff that's already happened, which means this has happened before. But I feel like that's also very weird and vague as well. Like, are you saying somebody got kidnapped specifically wearing a dress with red hair at this exact same time years ago? Like, how the hell does that even make sense? See how it just doesn't? I mean, don't get me wrong. Sure, there are many coincidences, but why is that so precise? Like, why is it so spot on? That's like me going to a river and saying, ah, somebody sat here in this exact same spot in the exact same color shirt as me at the exact same time 10 years ago. Like, how do you know that? How would you know that? Oh my god. I'm not fighting them. Lady, I don't have time for your bullshit. Really don't. If I was in Natlan, I could go one more time, and the second time he does it, he goes super far. Like, you can go into the air, and then you can use it one more time. But only in Natlan you can't do it again if you're not there. That's another thing that's odd. Like, when you're in Natlan, the Natlan characters have special abilities, because of course, when the region where they're from. But when you're out in different regions, they lose that ability. For instance, if I was to go to Skara and go into midair, if I was in Natlan, Kinich would be glowing like an orange flame. His name would be highlighted and glowing with like an orange fire. And then I could switch to him in midair. But, because I'm not in Natlan, I can't do that. I mean, it's fun when you're in Natlan. Being able to switch out of midair to different characters is something I really like. People are trying to compare that to Wuthering Waves. In Wuthering Waves, you can switch between your characters really quickly, and that's what I like about it. Like, you could literally wall run on the mountain, like, at a slant like this, at a side angle, and run like that. And as you're running, you could toggle between characters, and I feel like that's really neat. I wish Genshin would do something like that. Because when you toggle between characters, you have like a 10-second countdown, and it's really fast. Like, it's really, really fast, but at the same time, it's still like slightly slow. And you can't toggle between characters freely. Like, when you're in the middle of, like, running or swimming, you can't. And I kind of wish you could. I wish you could toggle between your characters at any given time, no matter what you were doing. But I guess that might be hard to program.
We should be getting close.
This area is usually full of treasure hoarders. Nilu could be in danger.
Look over there. That's her.
It's Nilu! Hey!
I don't think she can hear us. We're too far away.
Come on, let's go!
Why are we, like, stalking her? What the I mean, I know we want to make sure she's alright, but at the same time, like... Do you ever think about that in video games? It's like, where do these characters, like, go to the restroom at? Like, what if she was trying to have a moment, and we just, like, show up on her, like... That's gotta be embarrassing. I don't know, I feel like there's a certain way to handle stuff in an adult manner, but when it comes to shit like that, it's awkward, especially if you happen to be the opposite gender. But even if you are the same gender, that's fucking awkward. I've had that happen, like, you go to a public place and they have, like, those bathrooms that don't got doors on the fucking stalls. I don't know why people would invent shit like that. But I've been to those ones where they don't got doors on the stalls. So you get to see, like, other people walking past you when you're trying to do your business, and it's, like, really uncomfortable. Especially if you happen to know the person. Oh, God. That's happened to me before, too. Like, I've gone, and there was, like, somebody else that I knew, and it's like, I don't want to see you like that. That's disturbing. Like, I know that's something that everybody does. It's a normal human function, but I don't want to see somebody else that I know sitting on a toilet. Don't matter what gender they are, I just don't want to see that. Oh, I have too many. I think, what's the cap limit? It's 2,000. Sometimes I have to go a little less because sometimes I get an extra one. That's what happened. Sometimes when you cook stuff, you'll get like 2 or 3 extra. That's why sometimes I try to go under the limit. See, I got an extra one there. I know, that's pretty awkward. That's gonna be awkward. But I'm pretty sure that's not what this is, but imagine if it was. Alright. Yeah, but Sabzeruz doesn't seem like the type who would harm anybody, really. And he doesn't seem like the type who would harm her. I'd be fucking truly shocked if that was the case. I'd be like, what? I have Sabzeruz. Yeah. He doesn't look like the type who would do that. I mean, he kind of does, and then he kind of doesn't. You know? I don't know.
Is this really necessary?
No, but I could just drop you. Trying to save you from getting hurt, my friend. Yeah, you take stupid fall damage in this game. I've like dropped off a stair and like lost half my life. Wow, can't believe we've walked this far already. They're hiding it. I'm pretty sure she's with Sabzeruz. It's like a dead giveaway. Yeah, it is. You can tell by the purple. We should be getting close, right?
Milu!
Huh?
Milu! We knew there'd be a bad guy with you! Leave her alone, you...
Huh? Bad guy. Do you mean me?
What are you doing here?
Uh,
Am I not supposed to be here? What are you guys doing here?
Can't we stick to one question at a time? Oh wait, that one doesn't count! What dreadful cacophony! Are we not allowed a quiet place to practice?
Sabzeruz.
Sabzeruz!
Good to see you again.
Ah, Pale Floater. And my Yasnapati!
Witnesser.
You know this red floating being?
Yes, we helped her out in the desert and she helped me break the chasm seal on the great tree that was in the sky.
Excuse you! I, Sabzeruz, am a noble part, and the blue part of Quarina.
It's Kavarana.
Sabzeruz is a Pari we met in the Vorukasha Oasis. She's really nice, you just have to get used to the way she talks.
Huh? Mr. Sabzeruz, that item on your person. Oh, you mean this cracked wet Jedi? Yeah, he has it.
So you were the one who bought the other gem!
A Wechat Eye Pari. Sounds like something I've read about before.
Then you can probably guess what really happened.
Now's not the time for riddles. Everyone in the city is still worried about Nilou.
Worried about me, but I left a message for everyone.
Message? What message?
We never received anything like that.
Tell me Rashnu fell asleep halfway there. Again? Oh, hearing that name, this is all starting to check out.
Who's Rashnu?
The party that was supposed to pass on my message. She did look really tired earlier.
Hold on, let's take this one thing at a time. First, what are you guys doing here?
Yeah. Well, that explanation starts with the first time I met Sabzeruz. Here we go. Flashback. See, he knew what the gem was called, and Candace didn't, so that's even more curious. But Sabzeruz is somebody who's been raised out in the desert. He's also the leader of the Temple of Silence, and they have a lot of knowledge.
Sabzeruz, they're here.
Yes, I remember all of you. It's funny to see them again. Their crowns on their heads, I helped them get those. Sabzeruz specifically, we helped her ascend to take on the role of becoming the new guardian. We helped her do that. That was like a long story quest from like a long time ago. What was that, like part like 200 or 300 and something? It was so long ago.
I've had enough of these insufferable rascals, wreaking havoc in the desert right and left.
Super dead on arrival.
Wake up, Rashnu! We need to teach them a lesson, or we'll never get another good night's sleep. I'll trap them with my thorns when they pass by, and you can take care of the rest. Perfect! They don't stand a chance! Let's give them a taste of sheer terror!
That's a dance she does. I have her, if you've played that quest, you get her as a follower that follows you around.
What in the... Thorns!
Now I remember that guy talking about thorns.
Boss, the wagon is stuck!
Huh?
Now!
Oh, they were attacked by them? Okay, yeah, Suresh could grab the power of the fruits. I already know how she plays.
Oh my might!
Yeah, I know how she plays. I've used her before. When the guy said bombs were falling out of the sky, it makes sense now.
Bombs! There are bombs falling from the sky!
Yeah, that's what he had said last time.
Stop panic!
She attacked them thinking that they were evildoers.
Perish, you scoundrels!
They've probably had enough, don't you think? Oh yeah, Sethos looks so evil. He's like, get out of my desert. So what I think this is a misunderstanding. So those were actually normal caravan people transporting their goods, but she thought they were thieves and attacked them, and Sethos watched them do it.
Who might you be?
How do you not know the leader of the Temple of Silence? He's literally lived in the desert since he was a child, once received a Bob fragment, and had the exact same Anubis power as Sino. How do you not know who he is? The name's Sethos. I was out for a walk when I heard the commotion, so I came to check it out. Since you already destroyed their goods, I'd say you can stop here. These kinds of situations can easily get out of hand.
Brazen youth! Have you any idea to whom you speak?
The Bloom God, Sarish, renowned among the Pari. All children of the desert know your name.
So you're not entirely ignorant after all. Fine, I'm willing to call it a day. But if those scoundrels continue to disrupt the peace of this land, I will show no mercy!
Oh my god. Now it makes sense, because when we interrogated those guys earlier, the guy talked about vines and talked about bombs falling out of the sky. And the other guy tried covering it up and saying, what? They were fireworks, but they weren't. The Pari have elemental abilities, so they were attacked by them. The two of us really hit it off after that, so I became her guide in Sumeru City.
You really can get along with anyone, huh? Sethos fulfilled his duty well. I have come here for a monumental task. What task? I heard Lesser Lord Kusanali is currently celebrating her birthday in the city. As her familiars, the Pari have decided to bestow upon her a special gift, as decided by Elder Zervan, the Bloom Lord of the Pari, that would be me, will present the dance of Sabzeruz to Lesser Lord Kusanali, a tradition passed down over the centuries.
I told Suresh the dancer was already decided, but she insisted on meeting Nilo in person.
Good thing I did. How was I to know the current version is nothing like the original? Well, there are bound to be changes over the centuries.
I was so excited to see the original version, I begged Miss Suresh to teach me. It's such a rare opportunity. If I present this special version at the Sabzeruz festival, I'm sure the Denja Archon will love it, and all the spectators too.
I appreciated young Nilu's determination, so I invited her here to practice in peace. Oh, so that's what happened. Feels like we've been chasing bad guys for days, but in the end, there were no bad guys at all. It was all from a heated surprise.
Hold on, don't forget about the guys with the fireworks. You still haven't figured out what they were up to. Wrecking havoc in the desert, trying to turn a profit by illegal excavating ruins and tombs, that's my guess.
That would explain why they chose a remote path away from Aru village. They're lucky you didn't catch them in the act.
A few moments with me and they'd be begging for their days to baking in the hot sun. Yeah, because she's the guardian of Aru village, but she's also the descendant of King Deshret, who was like a major person out in the desert years ago. He's called King for a reason.
Okay, remind Paimon not to get on Candace's bad side.
She'll beat you with her shield. By the way, Miss Candace, I notice you're carrying the other half of the Wedget Eye.
Oh yeah! What exactly is this thing?
It was a gift from King Deshret to Lesser Lord Kusanali.
It probably belonged to Greater Lord Rukadevata, actually. But given what happened to Irminsul. So, let me give you a recap. Irminsul is a giant tree in Sumeru that records the memories and timelines of every living being in the world of Teyvat. If it knows them. I'm pretty sure it just records everybody, like everyone who's ever lived. It has that person's name and like they're like acknowledging them as a person, like as proof that they lived at least. It has all of that stored in the tree. And Rukkhadevata was the original Dendro Archon before Nahida. And she erased herself out of the tree. And when she did that, everybody forgot her. Skara also tried to do the same thing. If you get into the tree's knowledge, think of it like a giant supercomputer with files. And if it has your name on it, like that file is like a collection of everything that you're involved in or had ever done in your life. And you can basically delete it. And if you delete it, you erase yourself out of the tree. So then everybody would never know who you are because you're gone. And she erased herself out of the tree, and the only person who remembers her is me. And the same thing happened to Skara. He erased himself out of the tree, and everybody forgot him. I think even A forgot him as well. But because A is a god, I don't know if that's different. I think she used to have a line about him and then it was erased. Same thing with Child. He had a line about him and then it got taken out once that event happened. Because everybody forgot him. He's already re-met some characters again, but they don't know who he was before. The only one who knows who he was before is me. So the only person who knows Lord Rukkhadevata is Lumine, or Ether, whoever you're playing as. And she basically took a branch of herself out of the tree and created Nahida with it. So Nahida is like 500 years old, and so is Skara. But Skara was created by A in a different area at a different time. Well, same time, but you get it. So that's why Lumine's like, it had to have been Rukkhadevata, but I'm the only one who knows her, so she can't say, oh, it was the previous Dendro Archon, because everybody would be like, who? Because everybody thinks that their Archon has always been Nahida, and it hasn't. That's right. So you've read the legend too.
I only know the basics. I never thought these two gems could be connected to the relic from the legend.
They were originally one stone, but the guy who found it said it had a crack down the middle, so he broke it in half and made two gems instead of one, because it was originally one piece that was cracked, and he didn't want to keep it like that. I only bought the gem because it looked like there was something special about it. The legend didn't come into play until I checked certain texts back at the Temple of Silence. Legend has it that the King Deshret and the Goddess of Flowers, Lady Malakata, both prepared surprise gifts for Lesser Lord Kusanali during the first Sabzeruz festival. They scattered candy along a path to lead her toward the site of the banquet. Eventually, she arrived at a lake where she heard the sound of music. Lord Alamar was plucking the string of an instrument while Lady Malakata performed a beautiful dance. Together, the two extended their heartfelt wishes to their dear friend, and each bestowed upon her a precious gift. Lady Malakata gave her the Cavernara to protect the rainforest, and Lord Alamar gave her the Wedjet Eye to record the moments they shared together.
But the Wedjet Eye was lost after the cataclysm in Conria, buried deep beneath the sands.
And Lesser Lord Kusanali turned the Quarina into a divine bird, tasked with guarding the border between new birth and death, until the bird shattered into pieces and gave rise to the Kari.
That's why they look bird-like.
So Candace actually saw things recorded by the Wedjet Eye.
I was definitely surprised it still has the power to record events after all this time. Its power seems to only resonate with the people of Alarmar, also known as the descendants of King Deshret. Despite the damage, it still holds many secrets from the past. The faint voices I heard earlier, could it actually have been Lord Alamar and the Goddess of Flowers? What do you plan to do with the two pieces of the eye? If you don't mind, I'd like to place them under the custody of the Temple of Silence. I agree with that decision.
Technically, the eye belongs to Lesser Lord Kusanali. Why don't you just give it back?
Uh-oh. Because we know the truth, but see, this is so hard for Lumine. If I was Lumine, I'd be struggling hard right now. Because we know what happened to Rukkhadevata. We talked to her. We've seen her perish. We actually took Nahida to meet her, and we seen her fade away. Like, she hugged Nahida and then died. It was really bad. I'm not sure that would be wise. Even if she remembers the story, I fear all that remains in this fragmented piece of memory is grief. A record of sad memories. As Nahida's friend, I don't want her to feel sad on her birthday.
I don't fully understand your reasoning, but if this is the decision of the group, as well as my Yasnapati, then I shall check no further.
Yeah, Yasnapati is Witnesser. Because I went with her to witness her becoming the Guardian, and that was the name she used. They have weird terms in this game. It's like a bunch of made-up words, but I'm like her Guardian, or Witnesser, rather.
Well, are you going to let me teach the girl the dance of Sabzeruz, or do you intend to drag this on incessantly?
She's got a point. Now that we know it was all a false alarm, let's go back and tell everyone what happened. They're probably worried.
I'll tell the other Matra to keep an eye out for that caravan. If we find evidence of any misconduct, we won't let them off lightly.
Guess I'll stay here then. There's a bunch of monsters nearby, so it's always good to have someone stand guard. Sorry to make you worry, everyone. I'll head back and help out once I'm done learning this dance.
Focus! No more distractions! Now, follow along!
So commanding, yes.
Watch closely. 1 and 2 and...
1 and 2 and... You go ahead. I'll stay here. Can I haven't seen you in another environment without my controlling you. This is a rare occasion where two men meet each other. No, we're not going down that road. Oh my god. Yeah. I feel like his hair is more brown, isn't it? It's supposed to be a little darker than that. Yeah. Alright, I'll go. Yeah, you know, it's funny to play as other characters and talk to other characters, but in actuality, these two characters would never meet. For one thing, Sethos never leaves Sumeru, and Kenichi never leaves Notland, so they would never have met. It's impossible. Yeah, is his hair always that color, though? I thought it was darker. It's kind of odd to me. I mean, I know it was always like a dark brown, but maybe it was the setting. It kind of looks more like a faded chestnut brown. It's weird. Boy, stay hydrated. Whoa! Hope he didn't fall, because I couldn't catch him. Oh, she's worried. Or upset? Or, huh? Hello, guys. You're finally back. I was so worried. I was this close to sending some mercs after you. Nothing bad happened, right?
Nope, it was all just a misunderstanding.
Do we tell everybody exactly what happened and where she is? That's a relief. I'm glad it's all taken care of. Yeah, everybody thought she was kidnapped by, like, mercenaries or some shit.
How are the preparations going?
Well, Kave's diagram is done. It looked like he pulled an all-nighter to finish it, so he went home to sleep. We built the frame of the tower while you were gone.
I think I'll check it over later, though. We were so worried about you all. It was kind of hard to focus.
In any case, there's not much left to do. If we all work together, we'll come done in no time.
Great! We don't have to worry about missing the parade!
Speaking of the parade, could I ask you for a favor? Sure, as long as it comes with something I can do. Sure, as long as it's something I can do. That sounds like something I would actually say in real life. When somebody says, can you do something for me? I always say, yeah, if I'm able to. Yeah, anytime. The Academia wants the representatives from each darshan to nominate someone to serve as the Knight of Flowers for the parade. After some discussion, we all agreed you would be the best person for the job. What do you think? And be in my honor, I was already that already. Great. You're the hero of Sumeru and a personal friend of the Dendro Archon. We all thought you were the best candidate. Make sure you knock it out of the park. Hey, don't stress her out. Wait, aren't you also in the parade this time, Candace? You're playing the timbre, right? Yes, I'm providing the background music for Miss Nilo's dance.
Whoa, I've never heard you play music before!
If you like it, you're welcome in our village anytime. I'm more than happy to lull you to sleep. That almost sounds nightmarish. You can count on it. Looking forward to it, whatever.
Actually, I have a favor to ask as well.
Okay.
These are the decorations for the flower carriage. Could you bring them to the sanctuary of Surasthana and hang them on the carriage? It would mean a lot to have the Knight of Flowers personally decorated.
Alright.
You can count on us!
Did you see her eyes? Everyone splits up the remaining tasks. The anticipation of the festival makes for quick work. Before you know it, the sun is set and everyone breaks for the night.
Now we just have to go to the sanctuary of Surasthana and hang the decorations on the flower carriage. Huh. Wonder what the sanctuary looks like the night before the festival. Let's go check it out.
That's a high, fast rising moon. That guy, Scholar's lives could be pretty relaxed. What the? What was that? Oh, okay. Yeah, I've been up to the carriage before. I was there a couple days ago checking it out. You can actually sit on it and it rocks back and forth. It was funny, I put Hazel on it and it looked awkward. I think I'm gonna go up here to decorate it and run into Nahida probably. We're right outside the door where she's at. Literally, what are we doing? Yeah, hold on a minute. Watch. Put him in it. Look at this. It's like he's a baby. No, seriously. Let me get closer. Look at that. Look at the auto rocking. It's so awkward, doesn't it? It looks awkward. Fully grown man on this swing meant for like a 5-year-old. You know what? I guess it don't matter how old you are. I'm 31 and I still like sitting on swings at a park. Rustling. Man, so many colors. It's mostly like 2 different shades of green, purple, and blue.
That should be good. All we need to do now is wait for the parade tomorrow.
Okay. Wait. All the preparations are done. Wait until the start of the parade tomorrow? Wait until tomorrow? I probably should have took Kanicha out and put Lumine in, but it's okay. There she is. Boy, she just stopped. Everyone's been avoiding me lately. They're acting squirrely, like they're hiding something. I have to get to the bottom of this after the parade. But first, birthday celebrations with delicious candy, a beautiful flower carriage, and... Huh? Sorry to keep you waiting, dear Archon. Yeah, we're getting really close to her. Yeah, so she's sad because everybody's been avoiding her, but it's because they're trying to plan a surprise for her birthday and they don't want her to see it. But it's actually making her sad, though, because she thinks everyone's avoiding her. But it's just a misunderstanding. Time to head out, dear Knight of Flowers. Go! When I woke up, I was riding in a flower carriage. It was my birthday. The Knight of Flowers and their attendants found me. Archon, we finally found you. The people can't wait to meet you. As the Sabzeruz festival began, everyone smiled and gathered around me.
Are those Parisaras?
Everyone prepared a bunch of surprises for me. Candy exploded in all directions like dazzling fireworks. Ready? 3, 2, 1. A bird suddenly appeared. And in that moment, the world erupted in brilliant color. Actually, I have a surprise of my own. Come on out. When I woke up, I was riding in a flower carriage. It felt just like a dream. Never had I witnessed a more perfect day. I had to voice it for her because her lines are gone. The parade of the flower carriage has concluded without a hitch, and you all return to Pardestia. Yeah, that was ether for a minute? What was that? Is that a mishap or what? I think it was supposed to be looming in the flower, but they often default to ether in these events. I don't actually mind because it lets me see the other twin, so I don't really mind. But it was supposed to be looming in that flower, but it was ether instead. Well, yeah, it was cute. At least it was like he was there, even though he wasn't. Here's to a successful birthday surprise. Candace is just holding that cup like, why? Cheers, everybody. I knew it. I knew you had it in you. Kaveh, you truly are a genius architect. Oh, she's drunk. She's saying that to Dia. Madame Farazan, I think you might have had a little too much to drink. She hasn't been able to contain her excitement since she saw the candy tower hit the flower carriage. I even saw her sneak a few extra drinks just now. Hey, we all deserve to loosen up once in a while. That's what festivals are for. By the way, Candace, your playing was amazing out there. How come you've never showed us before? Oh, it's just something I do in passing. When the night watch is calm and the stars are out, I like to play a few tunes to pass the time. You're saying the stars in the sky get to hear you play more than us? No fair. Honestly, I think Miss Nila's dancing was the real star of the event. Wait, when did this become about me? Oh god, forgot about him. I see. So, the Wedge Eye is now under the custody of the Temple of Silence. You can borrow it for research if you want. No need. Certain objects merely represent a period of history. Once the events they exemplify are brought to light, there's little value in further study. Ha! I thought you at least want to see it. A legendary gem like that is sure to be a wonder to behold. Couldn't hurt to take a look. I'm not about to make this the trip to the Temple of Silence for that. It's too far. You and your hermit tendencies, I swear. Although, if someone ever brings it to the Academia for appraisal and certification, I wouldn't mind taking a look.
On that topic, I wonder how much it's worth.
I've never really thought about it. It's kind of like an ancient palace in a way. Not many people are going to break off a piece of the wall and send it for appraisal. That actually sounds like something my Darshan would do. I've heard some of the underclassmen have quite the sense of curiosity. Well, if that does happen, write a report and send it to my office. Huh? Is that protocol or something? No. I just like to know when interesting things are brought back to the Academia. I might want to check it out. Why did I even bother asking? I should just keep my mouth shut. Interesting. You use reports as a sort of alarm clock system.
An alarm? Yes, that's what I heard just now. Dear friends, a critical moment has arrived.
Oh god. Wait, I didn't hear anything. It's not like the Hernimus would call you out, you and not me. But he gave that gem away. He gave the Ba fragment. Like, Sino has both of them now. It's like the hermit neighbors would call you and not me. What is happening?
It is time to come together and play genius in...
Is that Kale calling me? Sorry, gotta go. Genius invocation this, genius invocation that. When's Kale gonna give me an excuse to leave? I can give you an excuse to leave. I can give you a good excuse to leave. Hello, friends. Help me. Everyone seems to be having a lot of fun. What about you? Are you having fun? Yeah, I just know this will be the most unforgettable birthday I've ever had.
Great Archon! You have a long life ahead of you. Isn't it too early to draw such a conclusion?
Not at all. Sometimes a single moment is all it takes to know you'll be remembering something for the rest of your life. Your name is Sabzeruz, right? Would you and your friends ever consider coming to live in Sumeru City?
Thank you for your kindness, Great Archon. But we Kari have our own duties, and we find the city a bit too noisy.
Is that so? If you spend more time among people, you might start to enjoy the commotion.
Well, that's also true. I have fond memories of my adventures with Pale Floater and my Yasnapati.
Witnesser.
Really? I'm happy to hear that. It felt like this Sabzeruz festival had surprises for everyone. When you called out the Aranara, Paimon nearly fell out of the sky in shock.
I'm glad you liked it. I told them to stay hidden so no one knew what was coming.
No wonder Arasaka was so flustered. He was trying to keep it a secret. Oh, I'm sure everyone in Sumeru loved the surprise. It felt like a dream.
A dream, huh?
Nahida?
Oh, it's nothing. I was just wondering if this whole thing might be a dream. Then we should do our best to remember it. Let's capture this moment forever, so that even if we wake up, this moment will never be lost. That must have been what Almarmar wanted to give Rukkhadevata, the Widget Eye, so that he would never forget her, or so she would never forget him. Even though we don't have anything that powerful, we still have our own way to stop time. But how can we do that? Did Sino just wave at me and walk away? What was that? He was like, girl, watch me walk up this slope. Oh god. I'm sorry if I seem dejected or sad. It's just when I started this event, everything was kind of okay. Today's Wednesday, October 29th, and my grandfather passed away Monday from cancer on the 28th. Today's Tuesday, actually. He passed away yesterday, as the time of this recording, so if I seem dejected, that's probably why. Anyway, let's get that picture. Alright everyone, come closer. People to the left, make some room. Someone is stepping on my shoe. Sorry, Madame Farazan, there's not a lot of space.
Pale Floater! This spot is reserved for the mighty Kari!
Oh my god.
Paimon's the only one allowed to float next to her.
Kaveh has a weird look on his face. So, that's what you meant. A picture. I never thought about it that way before. From now on, everyone, every time you look at this photo, you'll remember the joy of this moment. I don't have experience with this kind of stuff, but I trust you. I believe with all my heart that time will stop for us in this moment. Great. Get in the picture, Kaveh. Just need to set the timer and we're good. Run. Everyone ready? In 3, 2, 1. Yeah, that's cute. Because he's holding the card, the look on Sethos' face. Great, there you go. God, it's raining again. It's always raining in this damn place. Alright. An extra 40. See, I got to 800 off camera. I was able to get Candace again. I already had her, but it's fine. I should probably work on her. She's not a bad character, honestly. It's just... I just like, I guess, the popular characters, like this son of a bitch. Let's see, where is she? She's at the bottom somewhere. Where are you? There she is, right here. I need to fight that thing a couple times, and I could probably get her to level 70. I do like her shield, though. It's pretty cool. It matches the symbol on her back, which is like a bird. I've always liked Egyptian characters. Then she has an ankh on her chest, and then the eye on her head, and she's a very interesting character. Let's see. See, this is how many times I got her. I need her 2 more times. So because Sethos is on that banner again right now, I want to try to C6 him, but it's going to be hard to get him because, you know, it's random. But see, I don't have anything for him. I don't have shit. What did that say? First what? Oh, okay. I just got Zhongli to 80 the other day. Nahida, I need to fight this and I can get her to 90. Trying to max out all of my favorite characters is what I've decided to start doing. So what I've been going around is I've been going around mass collecting like these here. It's usually the 3rd and 1st item I struggle on because I usually don't have these. I think I'm missing some for Shalcy. I need these specifically. And then I can get him as well. I think I'm missing them for, who was it? I don't know who it was. There was some other character where I was missing some... Who the hell was it? There was a character where I was missing a gem. I was missing these. I can't remember who it was. I can get her to 80. I'll probably do that. Who was it? There was somebody I was him. Steeluk. I'm missing. Alright, well, that was that. How much do I got? Yeah, I don't have enough. I'm gonna try for Hutal, but see, Sethos is on this banner, so I'm gonna try to see if I can get him 6 times. I usually do. I'm pretty lucky. I get like the 4 stars pretty easily. I say that even though it's not completely true, because when I tried to get Fremine when he was on Zhongli's banner, I couldn't get him for shit. I got him like the last day before the banner ended. It was kind of funny. Then he's a 4 star, so I guess that statement's not always true, because he was one character that I couldn't get. Alright. Well, okay, I just wanted to finish that event. There's really nothing else going on in the game right now, so I'll be able to take a break until they put out a new event. So... because it ended in 8 days, so what I'm probably going to do is focus on trying to get Hutal off camera on my own. That was my cat sneezing. Yeah, they both got sick. Because we let my other cat outside, and we have like a couple stray cats outside, and they gave him conjunctivis, which is like the mucus membrane inside the eyelid gets inflamed and gets flared up, and their eyes start leaking, and they swell up, and their eyes start closing. He got it first. He's had it for a whole month. And then he spread it to my other cat, Onyx. So Chester gave it to her. And now they're both sick. And we did an estimate. We went and talked to a thing. And they said it's $95 to look at her at least. And then it's going to cost $200 for the medication they're giving her. And we don't got the money right now. Especially since I have to replace my picture window that's cracked in my living room. And that's $700. And then, like I said, my grandfather just passed away yesterday. And we need money for his funeral. What he wants done is going to cost $24,000. And we have several of my other family members that are getting money for that. So, I'm really not going through a good time right now, but it's fine. I don't want anybody to feel sorry for me. It's okay. It's alright. It's okay. I mean, I know it's not okay, but it's okay. It's alright. So, I just wanted to finish this event before I get too upset. I'll come back when they put something else out, but I just wanted to finish this event. That's all I really wanted to do.